Well, Phil, I just want to start by talking about the Cheltenham Racecourse as a snooker venue. Can you just give me your initial thoughts?
Yeah, it's great. First time I've been here. I've been into the racecourse. I've never seen the Centaur before. It's a great venue, really, really good venue. I think you go out there and it's got a great feel to it. As an MC, for me, it's all about audience reaction and their participation, their involvement in the sport. And some venues can leave you a little bit cold. Some are a little bit sports hally sometimes, and you know we work with that and we get an atmosphere. But I think a venue like this, where it's quite steep tiered, it's clearly in a beautiful location. I mean, Cheltenham is a gorgeous place. Look at the views from the racecourse; it's stunning, and it's great to sort of bring it to a new venue. Really, it's nice to come somewhere new where we can put it on. Talking to some of the people out there was some local people who've never been able to go to snooker. So I've been a bit too far away or whatever, and they can come here and they all seem to be enjoying it. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that this is going to attract a new sort of audience? I know this is the first night, but as the week progresses and
I think geographically it will do. I think geographically, wherever you go, where it's new, you bring in people in the local area that wouldn't necessarily travel to Cardiff, or they wouldn't travel to Birmingham or somewhere further afield, but they will travel if it's 10 miles away, as opposed to being 50. So. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's people out there now, even for the first round matches, who have never been to watch live snooker before.
And to bring in a crowd, I guess you've got to have the big names, and this event has got the top players as well. It's not just...
No. I mean, it's part of the Coral Snooker series, which we go from here with 32 players. The top 32 players are here. We go to Preston for the Players' Championship. We've got the top 16 players. We go from there to Llandudno in Wales for the Tour Championship, which is the top 8 players. So it's a prestigious event. The World Grand Prix is a prestigious event on its own. Now it's part of the Coral Snooker series, even more so because it makes a much bigger deal of it. So absolutely, you know, it's come to Cheltenham Racecourse and it is big time snooker.
Talk about the two venues there, Preston and Llandudno. Have you been to them, and can you just try and contrast them to this?
I haven't been to Llandudno. I have been to Preston. Preston is like a bowl, really. Really, really good venue, traditional snooker venue. I've actually done boxing and snooker at the Guildhall in Preston. But the snooker's been there for a long time. It used to have the UK Championships, which are now in York. Last year I did the World Grand Prix there. This year it was the Players' Championship there. So they're used to snooker there, if that makes sense. So it always goes down well in Preston.
And I guess it's an easy question to say that to bring in more audiences, you've got to change venues. But do you think it was a smart move bringing it to Cheltenham?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, completely. Because I think it's in the middle. It fills a gap, really. And also, like I say, it's a good place. What I wouldn't underestimate is the pull of snooker. So it's not just the local people that will come, but Cheltenham is somewhere where people will come and they'll visit for a weekend or they'll visit for a couple of days. I live in York, and I know for the UK Championships in York, the hotel bookings spike because people come to York, they'll buy tickets for maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, but they'll stay for 4 or 5, and they'll go to the local area, they'll do the touristy bits, they'll spend money in the restaurants, and people make a trip of it, a small break of it, and Cheltenham's a venue that you can do that.
And Cheltenham has got a local player starting tomorrow in Jack Lozowski. I mean, that is also going to be a pull in and of itself.
Without any doubt at all. I know World Snooker did a promo of Jack here at the racecourse. I think he rode a simulator. Really good player, really good prospect as well. Jack's one of those players that's been earmarked. There's Jack, there's Kyron Wilson as well. I think Judd was in that category, Judd Trump, but I think he's probably progressed on now. Kyron's just won the German Masters. Jack is one of those players who's on the cusp, and he's looking to do really big things, and he could very well do that.
And I guess I want to look into the future away from this tournament. Do you think this could be a sort of venue used in future years?
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I don't see why not. It seems great. You know, it's got everything here. It's spacious. It's well laid out. I don't see why not. But obviously, that's up to World Snooker, not me.
Brilliant.
Thanks,
Phil.
Cheers.
Cheers.